Good morning. If you've clicked on this video, then you have read the title, I presume, and you have realised that I left my job of nearly 15 years a couple of weeks ago to pursue a career, shall we say, a business in selling t-shirts, which is not something that I had just done on a whim. It's something that I picked up doing about 4 to 5 years ago now. I kind of started a little business by accident, selling secondhand t-shirts and selling secondhand clothing, what have you. So it's not something that I just picked up on a whim and was like, I'm just going to quit my job and just do something different. It's nothing like that at all. I had the plan in mind that I would like to have done this full time, but whether that was a possibility or not was a different story. Things came about where it seemed like it was going to be viable for me to do so, and here we are. We are starting on day one we'll just start at a big fat zero, because despite the fact that it's not actually day one, I've been doing this for a couple of weeks, we're going to start it from now and see how much I can make and how much I can do in the coming weeks and coming months. And by time it comes to me actually being on my own, because I'm technically on garden leave, I am on like a period of where I'm still getting paid, but I am not working for the company anymore. So I will be, in the next couple of months, I will be on my own fully financially for the first time since I left university. So that is a scary thing. I do not have a full-time job for the first time since I left university, which is crazy, because I graduated in 2012. That's how old I am, by the way. I am 35, starting a new business venture at this time. So, yeah, to introduce myself, I'm Daniel. I run a little small vintage t-shirt company called Day 4 Sales. I also have a shared page with a friend of mine, Out the Attic Vintage, we have a new Instagram thing called Claimed Vintage, which will be spoke about coming up soon. But to cut a long story short, I sell t-shirts for a living, and that is what I'm doing now. So we're going to be going from day 0 and £0.0 today to a month's time, because what is the date today? It's the 18th of March. So on the 18th of the next month, we'll check in, obviously, like price wise, and see what I've been able to do. Because for me to do this full time, I would have to be earning a certain amount of money, and just enough to pay the rent, because I live here on my own. So just to pay the rent and just pay the bills, and just to get by and to buy stock, I'll have to make a certain amount. But that we'll talk about at a different time, because this has been like 3.5 minutes, which is a lot for one big chunk of talking in one go. So I'm going to make a coffee, and then I'm going to get about the day, because that's pretty much what this is going to be. It's going to be following how I do things day to day, and how much everything costs, how much I end up making, and it's just from zero to however long this will go for. So let's go. Now that that's taken care of, like I say, we'll have to go over some sort of like the finances thing at some point. It will probably get a little bit confusing if we started from where I'm actually at, because I have been doing this for a few years and I don't start actually from £0.0. But for the sake of this, we'll start from £0.0, because otherwise it will get confusing as to what I've already started with and yada yada yada. But basically, I buy t-shirts, I sell t-shirts, money goes in, money goes out. That's kind of how it goes. We're starting at £0.0, and we're specifically starting at £0.0 because I actually sold nothing yesterday. That was great. You know, it will be like that. There are days like that where you sell 10 things. There's days where you sell one thing. There's days where you sell absolutely fucking nothing. So it will happen. But I sell on a bunch of different platforms: eBay, Vinted, Depop, whatnot. Instagram. You can find me on all over like the place. I do in-person markets sometimes, even though I'm not the biggest fan of those. But I do in-person markets, and I do all sorts of stuff. Mainly, you will find me doing monthly Whatnot shows. I like a big monthly Whatnot show. I do monthly. I do weekly Whatnot shows, and I also do 4 to 5 items a day through the apps Depop, Vinted, eBay, and I put some stuff up exclusively for Instagram as well. There'll be like story sale things which will be coming later on, which is part of Claimed Vintage, which me and my friend Liv are doing together. So pretty much my day-to-day thing is literally wake up, coffee, steam t-shirts, measure t-shirts, photograph t-shirts, upload t-shirts, rinse and repeat. Stain removal, I do all that. I do all my own washing. As you can tell, my house is an absolute mess, by the way. I've not specifically cleaned my house or tidied up really, because this is the house that I live in and work from. So you will see sort of how much of a stock room pretty much this place is. There's clothes horses. My cat's there, by the way. There's t-shirts that I've just got out the dryer behind me over there. So there's a bunch of stuff. It's a house that's lived in. It's a house that he's worked from as well. So yeah, you will see that. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of hours is, you can see the hanger behind me here is taking pictures. It's nice and bright and sunny today, which is fantastic. So I will be taking pictures for stuff that I'm going to upload to Whatnot, which there will be a show at the end of the month, which I can put in the description and everything like that. So you can, if you want to join, you can also get a £10 free credit if you use my sign up code, which I get a blowback from that as well. I get like £5, I think it is, in credit, and you get a £10 credit. Everyone gets free money. It's actually great. There's no reason not to do it. So yeah, we'll go through that also. But for now, I'm going to be taking some pictures. That's pretty much it. I actually lied. That's not just it. I have also had a bucket of t-shirts soaking in my bathroom in Oxy, because the white ones and they've got stains on, so I'm going to pour that out and then stick a wash on. So there's also that to do. Okay, so while the wash is on, pretty much the long and short of the reason that this is like this also is because it was on like a tripod and then it broke. So I just hold this by hand now like this. I will show you exactly how I take pictures, not that anybody really needs to be shown how to take pictures, but it's like this. While this 1983 police tortie, take a picture of it, take a picture of the close-up, take a picture of the stitching on the sleeves, the tag, and any damage, or if there is anything on the back, obviously flip it over, which there is. Police Berlin 1983, boom. That's all the pictures done. If there's any damage, obviously take pictures of the damage. There is no damage to this t-shirt. For this being a t-shirt from 1983, it is in immaculate condition. So that is pretty much it. It is just rinse and repeat with that. It is take the pictures and then upload them later too. These are going on a Whatnot show, by the way, at the end of the month. So if you like anything you see, tune into that. You can use my £10 credit. I'll keep mentioning that, because that's pretty much what we're doing. Is we're sticking these all on Whatnot. Some of these stuff came out of the dryer before. Paula Abdul, 1992. Paula Abdul, Che Guevara, solo tee. I love these. I'm a big aviation guy, and I love like fighter planes, but F-14 Tomcat fighter plane tee. Yeah, some cool t-shirts. They're going to go upstairs. They'll probably be, I think they'll be more for another Whatnot show, or they might go through Depop and Vinted. I don't know how close I am, by the way, because the camera's turned the other way around. But I have stuff that goes like specifically for like on the apps, Depop, Vinted, eBay and stuff like that. Stuff that will be specifically for Whatnot shows, and stuff specifically for the Claimed Vintage thing, which is just Instagram story sales. So yeah, there's like there's categories of stuff. I say if you want the sort of like cheaper stuff, then I would go to Vinted, Depop and eBay. Prices start from like £5 up to like £60, £70, probably plus more than that. And then if you want like the more high-end, like premium t-shirts, we're talking 50 to like 100, 200 plus pound t-shirts, Instagram story sales through Claim Vintage. And then we do £30 starts, which this, like, for example, this Police 1983, the Police t-shirt will be a £30 start. So that will start at £30 running through Whatnot on live auction. So I've got about 30 t-shirts, I think, to photograph. I'll just speed that up because nobody needs to see, you know, an hour or more of me photographing t-shirts. So I will speed the rest of this up and you'll be able to see the t-shirts anyway, so you'll get an idea of what I'm doing. Okay, that was, let me just grab my coffee. I didn't really prepare for that. That was just under 10 minutes to do 10 t-shirts. So realistically, 30 t-shirts, 30 minutes. That was a lot quicker for you because I would have sped it up. Because again, nobody needs to see 30 minutes of like me just taking pictures. That would be, I don't think anybody's gonna watch that. Maybe people will, I don't know. But that is pretty much the process. That is, take the pictures, we're gonna upload them to Whatnot in a bit. That will be for the show at the end of the month. I will be doing other pictures for the apps today, Depop and Vinted. The wash has just clicked off, so I'm going to put that on the spin and then get them out and check to see if the stain removal that I did overnight works, which basically just soaks stuff in a bucket. Put oxy, warm water, t-shirts in, soak overnight, agitate, agitate, agitate. Let's just hope the stain's removed. That's pretty much the long and short. Thank you, washing machine, for telling me you finished. So I'm going to get, well, put that on the spin first, get the rest of the t-shirts, photograph those, and then we're pretty much going to be a case of uploading stuff later on once I've got some time. We're also going to the gym later as well. You're not going to come with me to the gym, we're not that cool yet. Don't be getting, you ain't coming to the gym with me yet. But we'll start with the pictures. We'll do stuff for the apps in a bit once the Whatnot stuff's out of the way, and then maybe even some Instagram stuff later on. I might take some pictures for Instagram because I have a little like section over here that I take some pictures for Instagram, so I might do that later. But yeah, photographs for now, washing machine. That was about another 10 minutes of photographing those, so obviously that will be super sped up because we're not fucking spending ages doing that. Washing's finished. I thought as well that I had another 10 t-shirts upstairs which would have took my whole total up to the Whatnot show for 50, but I do not. I can't find them unless I just didn't pick them out the other night. So I'll have to find another 10 t-shirts to steam, measure and then photograph, which, you know, we can pick those together if you'd like. If you'd like to come along, you can. I'm going to get those stuff out of the washing machine first. But a separate note, how do you feel about t-shirts that are, vintage t-shirts particularly, that are thrashed or have like damage to them? Do you wear stuff like that, or do you not care for, you know, 1991 AC/DC Back in Black that's covered in paint? You know, would you wear it or not? Because I know I would, because I don't particularly care about like holes and markings on t-shirts. I used to be very like uptight about it. But as I got older and the kind of like ways in which, you know, stuff's changed, I just prefer to wear t-shirts a bit fucked up. I think that's because I don't like things a little bit too perfect. I like things a little imperfect, and things like this really do it for me. So if you like that, then, you know, you do. But if you don't, you know, maybe you would like something different, like this pristine Tina Turner t-shirt instead. Absolutely pristine. But yeah, I'm going to turn the washing machine. I'm not going to turn the washing machine on. The washing machine's finished. I'm going to get the shit out of the washing machine first, and then I'm going to pick some more t-shirts to steam, and then we're going to, you know, that's the next steps. Now the question on everybody's lips is, did any of these stains come out of these t-shirts? So we'll find out together. The Rocketeer one looks pretty good. I don't think that one had many marks on it, to be honest with you. That one was pretty good. This Flying Pig t-shirt looks pretty good. Stains have come out of that one too. Nice. This art tee, this is pretty yellowed out. It's still a little bit yellow around the collar, but it's not too bad. 1997. No clue what this is. It's a music t-shirt. It's not an art t-shirt. I thought it was an art t-shirt. It looks like it, but it's not. Some sort of music t-shirt. Not a clue what that is. This classic car t-shirt. Little bit yellowed still, but it's not bad. Considering the fact that this is like over 30 years old, I don't think it looks too bad. Texas t-shirt. Have you come out nicely? That looks pretty damn crispy white to me. Not bad. Home Improvement t-shirt. I remember you, yeah, you've still got some. I don't think they're coming out, unfortunately. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them, but there are some marks around here. But if anyone remembers Home Improvement, I remember watching that as a kid. It's a sick program with Tim Allen in it. And last but not least, I think, oh, there's another one, never mind. Pillsbury Doughboy. Make me giggle. Nope, you've still got the marks on it, unfortunately. But yeah, Pillsbury Doughboy. Cool one. That one might go in the Whatnot show, actually, I'm not sure. I might try and get the marks out a little bit better. And then a classic car racing t-shirt. That one's come out pretty nice too. So overall, not too bad. So I thought I had 50 ready. It turns out I don't. I only had 40, which are the ones just here. So I've selected 10 more and I will show them to you now. Oh my goodness, I'm just not okay. I'm knocking everything over. This is a NASCAR Hot Wheels double-sided t-shirt. Garth Brooks with the most demonic fucking eyes you've ever seen. Garth Brooks country music tee. One of these fighter jet tees. It does have a back hit too. Cool one. Budweiser Chameleon promo. Che Guevara solo tee. Another fighter jet tee. The fade on this is fucking crazy, hence why I've thrown another one of these fighter jet tees in. I think these are good anyway. I like these. Paula Abdul, 1992, or was it 1993? I can't remember. 1990, Grateful Dead, Olympic Velodrome. Mark Martin, NASCAR AOP, double-sided. And last but not least, John Cena wrestling tee. So I'm going to steam. I think some of these have already been measured though, because I've went to put them in other shows before, so I'm going to go and steam these now, measure the ones that need measuring, and then photograph those. That is the next steps. One thing I have noticed about just working one job and not working two jobs, because I used to do this as well as doing my regular job. One thing I've noticed is that I feel like I have less time somehow now that I'm doing one job. It feels like, because I'm doing more of one job and not two lots of like half of like, do you know what I mean? I'm doing more now. It feels like I've got less time. I actually thought that working for myself and being my own like boss would mean that I would have more time. I actually have less time, which I can't really figure that one out yet, but I have less time. Excuse the fact that my steamer is still going off and you can probably see the mist popping up everywhere, but just reading the back of this Garth Brooks tee, too much credit is given to the end result. The true lesson is in the struggle that takes place between the dream and reality. That struggle is a thing called life. Thank you for that, Garth Brooks, because yeah, that's kind of what we're doing at the minute. It is all the stuff that's in between. It's not just the end results of, you know, making money selling t-shirts. This is all the in-betweens. This is all the struggles. This is all the bits that you don't see behind the scenes of, you know, what goes into a small business selling t-shirts. So thank you, Garth Brooks, for that. That was actually quite poetic, and yeah, it really fits with what we're doing, which is showing you the in-between bits of, you know, what we do. That's those bits steamed, photographed, measured, all that good stuff, which is I could have sworn I had 50 done, but it turns out I only had 40, so an extra 10 isn't the end of the world. We've done it. The dryer's on. Everything is going to plan, it seems, which is good. I know it seems a little bit slow at the minute. Obviously no sales yesterday, no sales so far today, but I've got a big story sale coming up at the end of the month, which, you know, I've got like 35 t-shirts going into that. I've got the Whatnot show, like 50 t-shirts going into that at the end of the month. Also got a Whatnot show on Sunday, and I've been selling like 3 or 4 items a day usually through the apps and everything like that. So today's a bit of a slow day. I think it's because it's potentially coming towards the end of the month, or it's just the fact that, you know, t-shirts are a little bit slow. I know they sell all year round because you can wear t-shirts all year round, but the weather's been so up and down. As I look outside, it's gorgeous blue skies, so maybe t-shirts will start picking up. I've got about I've got 5 things to upload today, and I've got some more pictures to take for the apps later on. Probably need to go and do a food shop though, because I've got no food and I've been into do a food shop for like 3 days. I probably need to eat before I do anything, so I probably need to nip to the shop and get some food first, and then I think we're going to start uploading stuff for the apps. We're going to start doing some the cat's here too, say hello. Oh, he's gone. We're going to do some stuff for the apps, uploading stuff, probably some Instagram like promo stuff as well to go along with it. And if there's any sales and anything that go up from £0 upwards, I will let you know. Obviously the format of this is going to be as well that I'm going to film Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays and try and do a video, you know, on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So today's Wednesday, I'll edit it today and tomorrow, upload it Friday, do a video Friday, upload, like thinking it over the weekend, upload it Monday, etc, etc, and you'll just be like a few days behind, but you'll pretty much get the gist of it. So I think I'm going to go to the shops and then I am going to get cracking on with it. Hi, you okay? He doesn't want to talk anymore, so I'm going to get on with stuff for the apps once I get back from the shop, because I need something to eat. I am hungry. Food shopping is done. It's behind me over there. I was just unpacking it. But as we were out, I saw that Budweiser tea that I was showing you before that was going to be on the Whatnot show, which tends to happen for some reason when I pull stuff out from the other stock with it, because I have separate stuff now that goes from like on the apps or Whatnot or story sales or whatever. And usually if I combine the two, you can guarantee that someone buys it, so then I have to like add extra stuff anyway because it thingy. So I just tend to separate everything now. But I thought that Budweiser tea was worth putting in. But yeah, while we're out, that's sold. So this guy will not be going on the Whatnot show. This is going to somebody who bought it off Depop. So thank you very much for that. But it means obviously I've got to find another t-shirt now, which isn't a problem, but it means we are £35 up on the day, which is a fantastic start to the day. And I've got to upload stuff for the apps. So I'm going to have something to eat as I've just unpacked all my shopping and stuff, and then I'm going to start uploading stuff or getting stuff ready to go up on the apps. I've got 5 t-shirts uploaded today, including a cool like Marilyn Manson one, which is good. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to start uploading. Food has been consumed. I feel way better. I've got a massive spurt of energy now to actually do stuff. I've added this Marilyn Manson tea to the Whatnot show. It was going to be on Depop and Vinted tonight. It probably still will do that, but I'm going to add that one to the Whatnot show. The Budweiser one is out, that one is in. So I'm going to photograph these last 10, and that should get me up to 50, and then later on I am going to upload the rest of the stuff that I've got for the Whatnot show, and that should be set for the next couple of weeks then. We will just be focusing more on story sale stuff and also focusing our interests and focusing our time on the apps, Depop, Vinted, eBay and stuff like that. So photographs, and then pretty much it's going to be time for me to upload stuff and then go to the gym. So right, we have had a change of clothes. As you can see, I'm going to be heading to the gym in a minute. Everything has been typed out, listings have been posted to eBay and to Depop. Vinted, I like to wait until later on, until people are back home and looking at stuff. The other two, I kind of feel like they build and you can kind of just sit on them and they sit there, but Vinted's more of like a quick kind of thing. So I tend to upload those sort of between 6 and 8 o'clock, and it tends to do the best. Got some stuff to post to Instagram later on as well. Once I'm back from the gym, I'm going to eat, and then if there's any updates, I will let you know what's going on with that. I'm hoping there's going to be a couple more sales after I upload to Vinted later on, which usually is the case. I'll upload them to Vinted, and they tend to stuff tends to push through there pretty quick. It's the platform that sells the most. I did get an offer on that Marilyn Manson t-shirt. I don't know where I put it on Depop, my bad, but yeah, it was far too low, so we didn't accept that. We weren't going to take it. So I'm going to go to the gym. I'll be back in a few hours, and then we will go from there. That's pretty much it. for the day for me work-wise, apart from on my phone just doing like the physical actually doing the job wise is kind of over for the day. It's time to go and move my body around and do things and actually, you know, expend some of this energy that I've got built up. And it's a fucking gorgeous day outside as well. So yes, going to be good. So I will be back later. I have just got back from the gym. It is like 7:30 or something. I've just uploaded all my stuff to Vinted as well. We had another sale while we're out, which was great. Another £8.50. Which brings us up to here, which is great. Not bad for the day. I'm hoping obviously there will be some more sales through Vinted this evening, which you know, given the track record, hopefully I would hope for another 2 to 3 sales. That would be delicious. I'd be absolutely buzzing with that. That would be a great day. And then, like I say, I'm going to start editing this together, and this will be posted Friday. You will see, this is Wednesday, but you will see this Friday. So anything that comes through on Thursday, I'll talk about on Friday, because I'm going to do another video Friday and then upload that Monday. It's going to be a whole thing. So you'll be a couple of days behind, but not bad, not bad. And then I'm going to start planning my Whatnot show for Sunday as well. So that's going to be happening. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to eat some food. My rice is cooking after gym meal. Beef, rice, avocado, and some sriracha. That stuff goes down fucking nice after a good gym session. So I'm going to get myself eating in the shower, start editing this to throw it up Friday. So if you watch this, thank you very much for stopping by. If you want to keep going along with this and keep seeing what I'm doing, you know, subscribe and do all that good stuff. So thank you very much, and I'll see you Friday. Yes, I'll see you on Friday. Peace.